Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to Open iOS. And today, we are looking at
SAND! It's a sequencer and an AUv3 host, and I love SAND!
But first, we're going to kick off today with a track from one of the moderators of this channel. Indeed, it is SciFN, and this is Follow the River. Boom. Good morning. Hope you're all... Oh, what's going on? I can't see anything. Should I turn this down? What's happening? This is how to open iOS. Hope you're all doing well. That was SciFN, and that was called... what was it called? It was from the Reflections album, and it was Follow the River. Follow the River. Sorry, I've got a sore throat. If any of you got to watch my shorts yesterday on my TikTok, you will have realized, yes, I got a brand new Darth Vader helmet. I upgraded my Darth Vader helmet after many years and purchased this. I'm going to show it to you. Check out how cool this is. So this actual helmet is magnetized on, and it comes with the full robotic stuff and everything. Like this is the real deal. This is actual real deal compared to my old helmet. It's a massive upgrade. So it's pretty cool. And when you pull it off, this top bit here, it actually makes it sound like it's decompressing. Let's see if I can do it. I can't do it. I can't get it off. And it even has the plate here, which is attached around your neck. And look at the detail. You probably can't see the detail. Let's look at the detail in this. It's got all the electronics and stuff. Even this, look at this. I feel like I'm really Darth Vader. And even when you take it off and then hit the button, the breathing changes. To the dying Darth Vader. Anyway, let me get this thing off. What am I doing? And the reason I'm showing this off today is because the app today that we're looking at is called Sand. And you'll know that Anakin Skywalker hates sand. He hates sand. So look at this, man. Look, it even comes with the whole neck plate. I can't see a thing. Where are my glasses? And I can't hear anything. There we go. So look at the state of this. It's all got the electronics inside, the microphones. It's a work of art. It is like nothing I've seen before, and it's all completely magnetized. And it makes a sound when it clicks back on, and it is huge. It is huge. So, funnily enough, I did a short on it last night, and I got like 200 views in like 2 minutes. Just to give you a comparison, there's the new helmet, and this is my old helmet. Look at the size difference. Look at this. It wasn't $500, Russ. Don't be ridiculous. I wouldn't spend $500 on a helmet. But look at the size difference. Two complete, this is the real McCoy. This thing I think was $70. I've had it for years. Let me put this up on its shelf. I mean, it's beautiful. You guys know I'm a big Darth Vader head. I have a full Darth Vader costume. So when they just released this, it just came out. It's the 2022 version of the Darth Vader helmet. And you can see here with my old one, this is how bad the old one is. It's held together with Velcro. It's Velcro. Look how bad that is. So, yeah, massive difference between the two of them. Have you seen Brad's helmet? We're off today, aren't we? We're off today. I'll tell you another thing I picked up. You may be interested in, or you may not be. This is the Book of the Dead from the Evil Dead films. How cool is that? It's fully embossed, the Book of the Dead. And it's filled with all the artwork from the Evil Dead movie. It's all raised, like it's all bumpy. I collect a lot of fucked up things. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Let's get back over here. Bit of a unique start to the show. Yeah, I knew Pete would really enjoy that Star Trek reference. Pete has no idea about Star Wars. Absolutely none. He's just a grown-ass man. So welcome. Yeah, we did open the show today with SciFN, and that was Follow the River. There's a link pinned to the top. Please go and click that and go and support Sci and hit him up on YouTube and check out his music and all that good stuff. Who am I? I'm Starr. And this is How to App on iOS. So every day we took a look at apps, ridiculous Star Wars helmets that I don't really need. And I'd like to welcome the Wart Warriors for $1 a month. You can get connected be a Wart Warrior and get custom emojis and all that jazz. And speaking of that, this coming Friday, for you guys in the US and the UK, we are doing on the Wart Warrior private channel here on YouTube, the second quiz. The second quiz, there it is. The Wart Warrior quiz number 2. All you got to do is subscribe in the little members button and be a part of it. We've got 50 seats available. It's a general quiz on general music, and there is a prize. We have a prize, so if you want to come along, we've got a prize. The prize just isn't knocking Thomas off the ladder of being the champion of the quiz. So Russ has kindly donated a prize. I think it's a picture of him sitting on Father Christmas's lap or something naked. I don't know. It's weird. But it's a prize nonetheless. It's a prize. There we go. While I'm up on this screen, let me let you know what's happening on the channel, because there's a bunch of things coming up. Tomorrow we have Robin Cheyenne on the show. We're doing an interview with her, so come and check that out. She's an amazing artist. You may not have heard of her, but she's really, really talented, and you're going to love her. So another independent artist floating around here on the YouTube sphere. So please join us for that. Then on before the quiz on this channel, I have a premiere coming up, which every Friday there's a premiere before Valerie Bart's live stream. She goes live, does her Friday song show, and 10 minutes before her show, I normally release a best of the opening hour, and this week's best of the opening hour is the Lonesome Feeling cover I did of Brad Example. So hit a reminder for that. What else is coming up? Then we got the quiz, and then we're doing for the opening hour this week. I'm going through all my songs from my original Dread Circus album. Have we got all the advertising out the way? Cool, that's all done. Boom. Alrighty. Let's say hello to everybody. Hello, Audible Video. Boom. Andy Goldsby, did you get your file I sent back last night? I hope so. I tried to do it as quick as possible. Did you like that? How quick was I, Andy? Andy sends me a file, says, can you master this quickly? I think he got it back in 20 minutes. Audible Video, Truma Bear, hello. Cold Acre, what's going on? Lou Reality, hello. We have Frank Terzo here. If I can click the right name, we've got Thomas Christ. What's going on, Thomas? We've got Russ8889. We got the aforementioned Pete Johns. And of course, we have
Doctor's Orders.
Hello, Doctor's Orders. I got your email just before I started the show, so I'll respond to you shortly. Thank you for the kind email, Dr. Z. There's Pete. I'm into science fact. Facebook has everything I need. Has anybody been following the stuff on Facebook about established titles? I think it's very interesting. So if you're a YouTuber, you would have seen the ads that YouTubers are putting up for established titles. And there's so many YouTubers who are using it as a sponsor. And unfortunately, it's come out that it's a total scam. And they're not even planting trees. Oh man, it's turned out really bad. And all these YouTubers are having to go, oh, sorry, we didn't know it was a complete and utter scam. Wow. YouTube's an interesting place. Did I say hi to Cold Acre? Joe Glenn, hello. Tom says the YouTube app hasn't crashed since the very start of the show. YouTube got their shit together. There you go. I haven't experienced that myself. Frank Terzo, did I say hello to you? Hello, welcome one and all. I saw Axiom right at the top. I think it was. Yeah, it was. Hello to you. Hope you're all doing good. Hey, I know I've spent a lot of time blabbering, but it is what it is. So, as aforementioned, we are looking at an app today called Sand, and I really like this app. It's very interesting. If you are a user of GarageBand and like the sequencer in there, I'm not saying this is that, but this is very similar to that, but very stripped back, really interesting for making music, and it has a roadmap which is very interesting as well. So let's click on this and go over here, price drops. Now you'll start seeing here things are dropping off the old app sliced thingamajiggy because all these sales are over, but there's still quite a few things here. So no, nothing's really changed, nothing's really been added. You'll just start to see things disappearing from the list of here, but there is a link below. I won't go through all of this, but there's a link below. Go click it for App Sliced, save it to your favorites, and you can check out what apps are on sale each day. But today we are looking at Sand. It's a sequencer and an AUv3 host. And what's very interesting about this is, well, first, the price is $7, and it has a very interesting roadmap because the developer has, and there's a link down in the description of this show, there's a link that says, if you'd like to be a part of the decisions of the roadmap on how this app is going to, what direction, what form it's going to take, then you can do that. And I think, can I click on it from the, I don't know, let's see if I can do that. I really should have organized this, but you know me. Fly by the seat of my pants, by the seat of my pants, by the seat of my pants. It's not there. Let me see if I can grab it. Where can I get it from? Where is the roadmap? I don't know how I'm going to get the roadmap from here. There is a link to it. Maybe if I do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's go over here. I'll show you this before we go on. I've put it in the description, but I haven't put it on my iPad. Super smart on my behalf. Real clever stuff. I'm on the ball as always. There it is. Getsand.app. That was easy enough. Getsand.app. See if that, there we go. So here it is. Here we are on my iPad. This is the website to get to the app, getsand.app, and it tells you all about the app. You're going to love it. It's super easy to use, really easy to use. But you have this roadmap section up here. So the user guide's in here as well. And this is what's cool. So the developer has put it out here for feature requests and bug reports. So you can actually go in and choose what you would like to do. So you can vote on what features you would like to have added to this. There's like automation, audio clips, MIDI plugins, song mode, import MIDI clips, controls for editing notes. So it's kind of like the wheel. You know, it is kind of like the wheel. And you can have your say and make this what kind of app you want it to be. Yeah, wicked. So we're going to have a look at this. It's not going to be a long show today because I unfortunately have a doctor's appointment today, which is critical. And that's all there is about that. So what I have set up for this today is I dug out this little thing, my Nano Control 2, which was kind of sitting around collecting dust. I hadn't used it for a while because this plays really nice with this little controller. So we'll show you how that works as well. Let's load up Sand, shall we? Sand. There we go. Boom. So the first thing you will see when you load this up is it looks like we're in the Files app. So kind of similar to what you would get with something like GarageBand. And here's where you start a new project. It saves all your projects. So really easy to, you can see all your projects here, and to create a new project, all you have to do is hit click on the little plus, and that creates a brand new project. What I'm going to do is open up a project I have, this one here. That's nothing fancy. There you go. So as you can kind of see, it's got a little bit of that feeling of the GarageBand sequencer in a way, because it is a clip editor, yeah? So it's a clip editor, and you can add your AUv3s as instruments, and you've got slots for effects as well. So think of AUM kind of thing, but mixed in with like the GarageBand sequencer, and it's a clip editor. So yeah, really, really nice. And very basic, I must say. It's been a pleasure to play with it and not get overwhelmed by too much stuff. To close your project, you just hit the X to go back, and it takes you back here. And it automatically uploads it to your iCloud. So you can see straight away, uploads it straight to iCloud. So connected to iCloud, nice and easy. Now the reason I've chosen this one is I've already MIDI mapped my Nano Control 2 to this thingy. So if you see the volume there up the top. If I go here, you can see I'm moving the volume here, and you can see there. And I've got all these tracks mapped to my little Korg Nano Control 2. I can control the panning, so you can see track 1. We're controlling the panning there. I can hit play and stop. So I've got all my controls mapped. I can switch tracks just by switching back and forward. So really nice. And I can solo a track. I can mute a track. And I can hit record. So all of this can be very easily mapped to a control. Super, super cool. Really nice stuff. Should we play something? Should I play something? I don't know. Let's go. Wicked. Yeah, a bit like that too. It's in its own, it's kind of in its own way. I think what's really sweet about it is that it's very minimal. I like it as it is, actually. So, but hopefully as things are added to this, that it doesn't get too complex and doesn't get too overwhelmed with features. I know everybody wants everything and everybody wants it now, but sometimes having something really nice and uncluttered to play with is really, really just liberating and freeing for the mind, you know, because we can get overwhelmed with stuff. So you've got a whole lot of options for, as I said, you can control. I've got this set up to the nano control, and I can solo stuff really easy. We've got mute, solo. Have I got all the solos on? I think I've got all the solos on. That's what was going on there. So if I hit play again, you can see with my control, I've MIDI mapped the play control. So I can solo any track. I can mute. And change the volume. Still got to get used to. This is the thing I found with the nano control. I have it set up. It's like right here at my fingertips, but I just keep doing this, don't I? I just keep doing that. I can't help myself. It's the poison of iPad. You know what I'm saying? It's messed with all our minds. So let's start. Should we start off with a blank project, and I'll come back to this later. So to create a brand new project, you head up here and hit the plus, and off we go. Off we go. Here is our project. Now you'll notice it's called Untitled 3, and every project that you start comes up with an untitled number. To fix that, all you got to do is jump out. Yeah, and here we go, Untitled 3. No, I don't want to do that yet. And all you got to do is hold down on it and just rename it. So we'll call it today's demo. Done. Now I can reopen it, and it's got its new name. Good to go. So that's where you close things. Up here is where your settings are. So we'll cover this first. We've got our inputs. So whatever is connected to your iPad, and you can see here I've got my mini fuse, Arturia, my nano control. So I've got these ticked because I want them to be accessed and used. Pretty standard stuff there. You notice there's a little Bluetooth button up here as well. So if you've got a Bluetooth controller, you can connect that as well. And it says when I use Bluetooth, all that kind of stuff. And also you can get to that Bluetooth section down here. So there's two ways to get to your Bluetooth section. I'm not going to set up a Bluetooth controller today. We've got another section here called controllers, and this is where you set up your mapping. Really easy to do. So I've already done this, and this is great. It remembers it no matter what. So when you go ahead and do all this mapping and go and set everything up, it doesn't matter what project you open, the mapping is going to be remembered. Hey, Guzzo, what's going on? And yeah, that's just great. So as you can see, if I click on new mapping, you can see all of this has all been mapped by myself. Look at that. Bing, bada, ba-boom. And you've got so many selections here. So here we have the mixer. So I've gone in and set the volume for 8 tracks. I've gone in and set the panning for 8 tracks, the mutes, the solo, record. I've done all that. Then I've set select previous track, select next track. You can do an add track. So it depends. Anything so if you've got a bigger thing than my little nano control, you can go in and do that. You've got, it just goes on and on. Plus you have shift key editing as well too. So, which is really, really cool for other controllers. Yeah, my brain is mush today. So you've got the shift key editing, escape. Look at, you've got all this stuff. So delete, scroll, up, down. You can do all that kind of stuff. And yeah, nice. I could organize that. I wonder if I could. I don't know if I could do that. If I could go up, but could I do? No, it doesn't work. That would be nice. But there you go. So, and it saves your mappings. So that's really nice. You don't have to go in and do it each time. If you want to create a new one, all you have to do is hit the plus, choose a device. So you would choose the Nano Control, and then you go in here and set your mapping. So just to show you just one of these, you would hit play and hit learn. So hit learn, and then you go over to your device, find the button you want and hit play. And it's already connected to something else. So there you go. But we already have MIDIs. But that's how easy it is to do this. Now I've got two. That was pretty stupid, wasn't it? Which one's the good one? That one's the good one. Can I delete? Yeah. And to swipe away, just make sure I got the right one. Yeah, good. Top one's the good one. To swipe away, you just delete, gone, and that's how you set your mapping. So really nice feature built into this snazzy little app. What else do we have? So down the bottom here, we have a virtual keyboard. So you can bring this if you don't have an external controller, and at any time you can drag this up from there. So you can just drag it up and make it bigger if you like. To move the keys along, you've got these little arrows. So you can, as you see when I click the arrows, we're moving further to the right and then back further to the left. So you can see the C3 changing in the middle. Plus, we can add more keys here with a plus and minus. So we can add more keys if you've got tiny little fingers, or you can remove keys. Nice and easy. So you can have how many keys you like on the screen. You've got a okay selection of scales here you can add. So you can go into a major and just have all your majors, chromatic, whatever you like, minor, Dorian, so standard stuff there. That could change, I guess, with the roadmap. It's up to the people. You've got to go and decide and leave your comments with the developer on how this is going to go. There's this little box over here. The X closes the keyboard. There's this little box over here, and when you open this, it gives you a blank screen. We'll cover more of this soon. But if you swipe, you see we've got 3 dots down here. This is where you find your tempo. So just swiping over to the left will bring up your tempo settings, and you can tap to tempo. You can turn off the metronome, or you can turn it on for recording, or just on all the time. So there are your options. You've got volume for your tempo. And here is a very, very simple sampler. There you go. So you've got a little sampler here to sample out your track, whatever you're recording. Now, we'll cover this soon. So that's pretty much it for stuff. Now, here's our plus thing to add a track. And here's your tracks. So you've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 clips here. That's more than enough per track. And as I showed before, you've got volume here. You've got a mute, solo, mute, and a little record button, panning. And here's where you add your AUv3 instrument. And here is where you add your effects. So kind of just like AUM kind of thing, you can go in here and you are given a list of all the stuff that you have on your device. And I know, like someone like me, like I could scroll forever and get absolutely lost and be frustrated, but everything's in alphabetical order. So that's nice. And it's separated into effects and instruments. So that's nice. You can create track templates as well and save. So you could go in here and say make 6 tracks without any instruments, and then you could save that template into here. So each time you load up, you just hit the template, and there you go. You've got your instant tracks ready to start recording. Another nice feature is the ability to search. I want Digisticks too. There we go. They've got Digisticks too. You click it and there we are. It is now attached to this track. You can click here and then you are taken to your AUv3 and it operates just like it would anywhere else. Nice full screen. Good stuff. To get out of here, we just hit back and we're back out of there. So super easy to get to there. Here's where you add your effects. So if we go in here and I don't know, let's just do the standard. We'll do a black hole. And now black hole has been added into this slot. Now that there's a new, now that it's been added in there, you'll see there's another slot that gets added. So we can go in and add another effect. I'm not sure how many you can have. Maybe we'll push it to its limit soon. But when you open up the instrument and then swipe up like this. Oh, does it work with this app? Oh, it's to the left for this. Yeah, because this 4 pockets one, because this 4 pockets one is a swipey uppy one, I think you just go to the left. Yeah, and there is, and for some reason that's not showing. I don't know why. Black hole is a mess there. That's maybe a bug. Oh, no, there it is. That's it. So you swipe up from the bottom. See? So from here, you just keep swiping, actually. Oh, so you swipe from here, right on the sidebar. So you swipe up, and there's your effect down there. Swipe down. So the more that you pile up, so if we went in here and added another effect, something like, we'll just add this push because it's here. And then we go in there and swipe. You'll see there's black hole. If we keep going, there's our next effect. So that's really cool. So you can get to all of these really easily. And notice to the side here, we've got these little options here. So here's where your presets are. Let me go back over here. So whatever one that you're on, we were on space here. And this is where you can go to your presets. So you can flick between these. There's the actual app. Here's where you can set up your exposed parameters. So much like AUM. And here's where your factory presets are. So you can choose a preset from in here. Go back and that preset's been chosen. Scroll down. We can go, now we're on black hole. And you can see we've got our same setup to the side here. We can set parameters, which we'll cover soon, and any presets that you have saved. So good stuff. And then scroll down and we're back to our instrument app. So very neat. Very neat, I think. And at any time, if you want to remove anything, you just hold down on it. So I just held down on this effect and a little pop-up came. If I wanted to remove this, hold down. Same with the instrument. Hold down, and you can do that as well. So when all good. So there's a lot of things to do with holding down to get contextual stuff like that. So we've got Digisticks added. Let's see. Where are we? Have I got my controller inputs all set? Yes, we've got that set. I don't know what's going on here, but I've got no sound. Where are we? Where's these drums? I've got no sound here so far. What is happening? Maybe I have to select a kit. No, I've already got a kit selected. Now this happened to me. This happens to me a lot with this new iPad. Ah, there we go. I know what's going on. Stuff running in the background is really fucking a mess with this new iPad. Let's reopen. Where'd you go? There we go. There we go. We've got drums. Yeah. So I'm using my keyboard here. Let's remove black hole. We don't need it right now. Thank you. Good stuff. Plus, we can use the on-screen keyboard if you prefer. And you can make that larger, as I said. You can drag that up. Cool, cool. Let's get rid of the on-screen keyboard. So you can tell when you have a clip ready to record because it flashes like that. So when you click on it, it flashes, lets you know that you're ready to record if you would like to record. If you double click on this clip, it takes you to your editor. And in here, you can decide how many bars you want to go. You can, as many as you like. We'll leave this at 8 for now. You also have your so 16th, 8th, quarter, half. You can decide all of that for your quantization. You can draw notes in down here with a plus. So you turn the plus on, and then with your finger, you can draw notes in here like this really easily. Turn off the plus, and you can hold down and select notes and use the delete to remove them. So you can draw stuff in. You've got a quantization here, and the quantization works with whatever you have set up the top. If you have a bunch of notes in here, let's just play something in. We'll record something. So to record, all you got to do is hit the record button. You'll get a full count in, and you're good to go. So let's do that. Where's my drums? And stop, and there, we just recorded in a clip. I'm just going to go in and turn up the metronome a little bit. Don't know why it was down so low. And there's our first clip recorded in. I can double tap on that, and there's our drums. We can quantize really easy. So I can move this up here. Just hit the Q. Let's go change this to like 16. Hit Q. Done. And that is just quantized that. Happy? So, that didn't work too well. There we go. Now we're quantized. Sweet. And as I said, it is a clip editor. So now if I want to go in and do another beat in here, I can just record something else. We can hit record and then play it differently. Let's hit record. Done. There's our second beat. We can again double click. You can pinch to zoom to check out your stuff. You can pinch to zoom, all this kind of stuff. Let's quantize. Probably won't work. There we go. Now, if you want to add anything else to this, you double click and get back into this track here. You have to be actually within the track. And if I wanted to add like a hat along with this, then I'd just hit record while we're back in here. And we're done. We've gone in and added another hat. So kind of got that, you know, the garage bandy kind of feel. And then once we hit play, we can flick between these clips. Now, notice in that second clip of mine, one of those snare hits is a bit loud. You have velocity stuff as well too. So let's move up. Let's find where that snare hit is. That one there. So while we're in here, you can zoom in. You can select it like so. So we hit our little plus down. Is that right? So we just drag over, select, and now we have these velocity settings here, and you can see that one's quite a bit louder, so I can pull that down. If I want, I can stretch it as well. I can stretch out the note too. Well, have I got two there? Is that why? So you can stretch notes as well. Let's just delete it. So when you are in plus mode down here, you can just tap on it to delete or to add a brand new one. So, and then once you can select these and you can change the size of them. You can do all that kind of stuff. So very basic stuff, but it doesn't need to be like cray. You know, we just want to have fun with this. So now that snare should be much better. Much better. Again, if I want to go into this clip, I can double click on it and we can add. We can go in and add some hats to this as well. So if I just hit record. Hit a quantize. It's I really should have changed the half up here. That'll work. But you can go in here to make sure you change your quantize settings before you hit quantize. And again, I can make this longer if I want. So I can make it longer if I want. Now you can see I've added a few there. I'll bring it back to 8. So total flexibility. And that's easy. Let's add another track. Let's just go in and add, what do we add? Let's do a Bleece. I think it was at the top there anyway. A Megalit. Because it's a beautiful sounding synth. Here it is. Lovely. Shall we find a sound? So if I want to record something in here, is the chat still working? Or have I lost chat? Or is YouTube down? Could somebody type something and let me know if chat's still working? It's a bit weird. I haven't seen chat move for a good 5 minutes. I think I've lost chat. Well, there you go. That's odd. Oh, no, it's still there. Oh, thanks. You're all just quiet. You're all still masturbating or something. There we go. So if I don't set the timing of this clip, so you can see we've got it set to 4. So if I just play something in, it will adapt to what I'm playing, yeah? So if I just hit record now. There we go, and you can see that's automatically adapted to 16 up here. So we're good. There's our clip. We can. It was actually in good time because it was not hard. And there is our clip, and we can select both of these to play. So you can see it's really easy to add an effect in there as well. All right, now that we've got at least two clips in here, let's talk about the parameters because it's really cool what they've already added in here. So if we go down here to our little parameters, here's our metronome. You'll see we've got track 2 selected and we can select between these. Another interesting thing too, once you've got an external keyboard or anything connected, you get this blue line around the track. So when you don't have something connected, you won't get this line which to show you the track. It's just kind of a dull, just changes color slightly. So that lets you know you've got something connected. Just little things like that are very intuitive. So here we are in this track here. And if I hit the plus down here, look at this. We are given all of the parameters like you would be given in AUM. So you've got your output volume and glide, re-trigger, all this stuff. And look at it all. There's a lot. There's heaps. All these parameters are open. So you can set these up to a knob. So if I go in here, what do we add? Let's do like, what shall we find? And you can search for them as well too. So if I type filter, start writing filter, we should get, look at all these filters we get. Filter attack, filter decay, filter high pass, filter frequency, a low pass filter frequency. So we can select that. And now you'll notice we've got a little knob here that we can change. And you can add as many of these as you want. As many of these as you want. Look at how much space you have. You can just keep piling them up and have all these little controls in here. The one thing that you have to be aware of is that these controls are per track. So if I now change to this track, they disappear. So there isn't, at the moment, there isn't like a master or anything like that where you can just see them all at once. They are per track. So if we hit play, so you've got total control over your sections. Plus, let me show you something else. If you add an effect in here, say we add, we'll just add space here just for the sake of it. And now we go into here because we've got a main instrument and we've got a effect in here. Now, if I add a button, you'll see up the top it says Bleach Megalit, and as we scroll down, it'll get to a point where it'll change eventually. There we are. So, and there are our AUv3 FX, so our reverb, and you've got all these here, so all these parameters here. As you can imagine, if you've got a whole bunch of effects attached here and it's an app that has a lot of parameters, there's a lot of stuff here. There's going to be a lot of stuff in here. So thankfully, we've got this little search in here. Now, if we type in, we can scroll for this one. What have we got down here? We've got pre-delay, room size. Let's choose room size for this second button. And you can see when I turn this, the actual control in the effect app is moving with it. So really nice feature in there. Really cool. Digging it, man. It's just not, I think what I like about it is just so freaking simple. We can add another track in here. We can go find that was my impersonation of a dickhead. I don't know, let's just grab a symphonic just for now. It's easy. Do a search, symphonic doom, and there we have that in here. Again, you need to arm your track to record. So that's, as soon as you add a track, it's automatically armed for you. You can see here, we can go in and select our sounds. Really easy to do that. Just grab an orchestra. Sweet Jesus. Hit record. And I didn't have it selected. See what I did wrong there? What did I do wrong, kids? I didn't select the clip. So I had the track ready, but you've got to actually select a box. And you can select any of these. You don't need to go like from left to right. I can do one in here and that's no problem. Done. There it is. We can go in and quantize. We can change this up here to an 1/8. Hit Q. Go 16th. Q. We can go half. Q. Boom. There we are. So we're all in time. We can add notes in here if we want to do so as well. So you can draw them in just like this. If I can stretch my finger. I'll show you how to change the size of all of them together. So we'll do that in a second. What are we doing? Boom. Boom. Let's move this down. And sweet. So how do I think this compares to? They're completely different. They're completely different, Guzzo. This is just a very simple clip editor, you know, that is going to grow as time goes on. Let's do this. So you can select a whole bunch of them. Like this, drag my finger, and you can move these. If I just zoom in a bit, and you'll see, come on, dude. Why am I not even, I can't even see what I'm doing. There we go. Use my pencil, that's easier. So you can pick these individually, and you can do them together as well. If I select 2 of them, there you go. So super simple to use. I'm just going to cover this one more thing. I'm not going to really go in and make anything super fantastic today. As I said, I've got a shorter show today. We're not going to do a super long one. But if we scroll over to the end here, here is our little sample thing here. So if I hit record and then hit play, let's do this. We want to go record, play. Catch the end of that tail. And there we go. We have a wonderful little recording of this here. Super cool. And we can hit play and listen to it back. So we can export this into, into a sample player, anything like this. And here's how you do that. So we have this little session here. Now, one thing you need to be aware of. So we've got this section that says export separate tracks. Unfortunately, from the last time I did this, it's not working. That's kind of there as a placeholder. I definitely think it's going to be in the next update. Or you can export only the main track or export separate tracks. So I think the separate tracks, we'll try doing separate tracks. Let's do it. So we'll go to audio share. And as you can see, it just did one track, but that is a feature that is coming soon. But you have the power to control where this goes. And there it is. Sweet. So hopefully this hasn't taxed your brains too hard. I think that's what the beauty of it is. Not again, we had Audio Kit's app last week, Jam with Jordan, which was really simplistic and simple. And, you know, sometimes we can get overwhelmed with all the features. And I know everybody wants everything yesterday. But sometimes it's nice to take a breather and enjoy the simplicity of stuff, of just getting back to making music. That's what's really wonderful about this. It leaves you free from all the fancy bells and whistles. I mean, because you've still got them all. You've still got all of them. They are still available to you in your AUv3s and, you know, in your parameters. They're all still there if you want to get down to that. But this is just a really simple way of making some really nice music. I think it's nice. Jacob Hack did a really cool video on this, so go and check out his video where he interviewed the developer and got an insight on why he made this. You know, and he says all of this stuff. I just want something simple, less in the way of analysis paralysis. Exactly. Sometimes it can, you know, we think we want everything, and then we get everything and we don't use it. You know, especially if you're not making music. I say it on this channel all the time. I know I'm a bad influence because this whole show is about apps. I'm sitting here telling you here's these apps, but this show isn't a show to say go and buy everything. It's giving you the opportunity to see how something works and if this works with your flow. You know, there's no point, like, say it all the time. Look at my iPad. There's so many apps on here. It's ridiculous. Do I use them all? No. Do I keep them all on here? A lot of them? Yes, because I do shows. I'm a little bit different. I do tutorials where I've got to use these all the time. So do I use 5%? Maybe. What's going on, Red? Maybe 5%. You can tell the ones I use because they're on the first 2 pages, pretty much. You know. But the other thing you can do, which is really sweet, I think, you know, it's probably most people think this is boring. So here's our settings. We can change the sample rate. We change our buffer size, and I just think this is cute. You can change the icon. You know, if you want it to match your lifestyle, change the icon. You can do whatever you want. Let's go purple. Boom. You've now changed your icon to purple. Lovely jubbly. We can go back here in settings. Now, if you want to find the roadmap, see, I forgot the roadmap's in here. The user guide you can get to in here as well, which takes you to the website and it takes you to the roadmap. So the instructions are very, very simple here. Very simple. Settings, plug-in screen, clip editor, your drawer where you can add your where the metronome is, track screen, you know, very simple. We'll just go back because there's a couple of little things I didn't touch on. You can duplicate tracks too. So if we hold down on here, you get options to duplicate. So we can make another drum track, or we can go into this Bleece one here, hold down, and we can make a duplicate track. Makes it nice and easy. And you can go in here, change your sound up, pick a different synth. Let's get out of there, select it maybe. But also what you can do is you can save your templates. So if we jump out of here and create a brand new thing and add a whole bunch of tracks here, right? And we might want to just save this. So when we load up a track, we've already got all of our tracks here. So what do we want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We want 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. And you can change all the colors. So you can go into, hold down on a track, you can change the colors. So we'll have green, and then you can go in and make all bass tracks all the same, or your synth tracks all a certain color. And then from here, this menu as well, we can save as a template. Name your template and just call it, new song. Boom, done. So if we start a brand new project, we come straight into a new project, go up here, and is this where it was? I can't remember. Where did I see that? Man, it's a day. It is a day today. I can't remember where I saw the new template. It's not there. Can anybody help me? Do anybody remember? Man, I got to... I know I saw where you saved a template. Oh, can you do it from here? Recents? No. Oh, I've opened a new project. Inputs. No, I wasn't in there. Oh, man, I was there earlier, wasn't I? Wasn't I there earlier? Oh, that was a... Oh, man. Let's just call it a... Can we call it a day today? I've got to go and deal with the doctor, and I don't really want to deal with it. But that is it. That's wicked. It's good fun. Have I got any other projects in here? What's this one? That was today's demo. Feel the pain, do you? What's this one? What's this? Here we go. Oi. Let's call it Thursday. Yeah, let's just call it Thursday. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened with that one. It was trying to load it. There we go. It's loaded. Wow. You know what I think this is? Don't take this as the app. This is most likely because... because this is my new iPad 2022, and I have an old iPad 2018 which has iOS 15.7 on it, and this has iOS 16.1.1 on it, and I'm sure I made this on the other iPad and it's probably freaking out because it was made on a different iOS. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, iOS 16. We love you. Sweet. I think it's fun. I think it's really cool. So check it out. If it's up your wheelhouse, go grab it. And you remember, you get to control where this goes, because the developer's really keen to get people's feedback. The developer wants to know where you want to take it. And I think that's a really cool idea. So as you can see, what's trending? So we've got automation, audio clips, MIDI plugins, song mode, import MIDI clips, controls for editing notes, more controls for editing notes, random name generator for new tracks, a master track, drum pads, bounce clip to audio file. So there's a lot of people putting stuff in. Someone just put in a piano roll would be nice to see the little piano down the side. Chords and scales, MIDI. Oh God, look, people. Oh my God, look how many things people. The poor Matteo, who is the developer, is probably just sitting here going, help, what have I done? Awesome stuff. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Please please, 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 please come and join me tomorrow because we have an amazing artist on the show. She's really, really cool. There she is. Robin Cheyenne is coming on the show. We're going to play her music. We're going to find out all about her history as a musician, ups and downs, lows and highs, all that kind of stuff. And she may even perform live for us on the show. So please make sure you come and join us for that. And remember, this month coming, I'm just going to plug it one more time, Billy Gould from Faith No More is coming on the show for an interview. It's going to be awesome, man. As if you couldn't tell, Faith No More are my favorite band. There you go. So, yeah, very, very exciting. All right, up next, Thomas Christ has You Rock. You'll get automatically dumped over there from this show once it ends. I have set a dump for you, Thomas. Go and check him out and listen to all the cool new tunes that are coming out of the YouTubersphere. My name's Jade. This has been How to App on iOS. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. And we will all rise together. Boom.